Hey guys, it's Sheenique Sim Diaries here, and this is episode 2 of my childhood story. So, this episode is about rebuilding in quiet, practical ways, not big lifestyle decisions yet, just creating a space that feels stable enough to grow in. When you've been through a lot, your environment matters more than people realize. So, I'm starting here, recreating her apartment in a way that feels realistic, safe, and lived in. I'm choosing pieces that make sense for this stage of our life, nothing fancy, just things that say this is home for now. As I decorate, I'm thinking about balance, a space that works for rest, for responsibility, and for small moments of peace. Some areas are simple on purpose. Not everything has to be perfect right away. Like, I'm not going to redo the kitchen right now. I'm just going to leave it as is. I just want her room to be everything where her thoughts are, her dreams are, where she goes to emotionally release, and also part-time mom, so there's gonna be crib, changing table, baby room in there. And like recreate the walls too to kind of match her vibe, but also the bathroom, just keeping it simple. I also don't want to spend her money because obviously she's gonna be in school and gonna be working. So this apartment represents a reset, a place where she can slowly build skills and confidence without pressure. I do set her skills, um, her cooking, baking, and romance as well in there because she comes with some skills, not everything. So it's in a way that feels honest, not maxed out, not behind, just realistic. Also, this is something that she can build with just confidence without pressure. And she's learning how to manage time, responsibilities, and independence. And it's a lot when you're a mom and she's not even knowing yet that she's a mom, but it's a lot. Things like cooking, parenting, communication, and organization don't come overnight. They build gradually through repetition and routine. I like the idea that growth doesn't always look exciting. Sometimes it looks like practicing the same things over and over until they start to feel natural. Preparing her fridge is another small but meaningful step. Groceries represent stability. They mean planning ahead, thinking about tomorrow, and making sure basic needs are met. I'm not overfilling it or overfiling it, just essentials, food that makes sense for her life right now. And there's nothing grounding about stocking a fridge. It's really annoying, even in my real life right now. I have to redo grocery shopping again. Holy. It's quite proof that life is moving forward even when things still feel uncertain. As the apartment comes together, I'm also thinking about her future, like what comes next and how she's preparing for it. Applying for university is a big step. It's not just about school, it's about believing she's allowed to want more. And I was in college. I didn't go to university, but I wanted to go to university, but I didn't. So college was something I went to. At the same time, education represents long term goals, its hope, structure, and a path forward that takes time to unfold. At the same time, she still needs something practical, something that fits her current responsibilities. That's why I put a part time babysitting job, which makes sense. It works around her schedule, it builds experience, and it allows her to earn while still prioritizing her own growth. I also did babysitting, but when I was much younger. Babysitting isn't just a job here, it reflects responsibility, patience, and trust. And this stage of her life is about juggling parenthood, personal goals, financial stability, and self improvement all happening at once. There's no perfect formula, just effort, intention, and showing up. As I finish setting up her space, I want this episode to feel calm, not rushed, not heavy, just a moment of preparation before bigger changes come. Wink, wink. This apartment is a foundation. The skills are tools, the groceries are care, and the applications are steps toward a future that's still being written. This is what starting over can look like quiet, intentional, and built piece by piece.